a major milestone for the Brooklyn Children's Museum. The museum is celebrating its 125th anniversary. When it opened back in 1899, the museum was the world's first museum designed specifically for children. Today, at 25 years old, it remains the oldest children's museum in the world. It is located in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, serving about 300,000 people a year with exhibits and programs in visual arts, music, and performances in natural sciences and world cultures. Joining us now is the museum's president and CEO, Atiba Edwards. Great to have you with us this morning. We appreciate it. And congratulations on that anniversary. What does that mean to you, reaching this 125 years?
It's really something special. When I think back to 1899, the team at the Brooklyn Institute of Arts and Sciences had what felt like a novel and innovative idea. What if we design a space specifically for children so that they can flourish?
Yeah.
So fast forward to these day and ages, it seems like a common thought: focus on children, allow them to grow, invest in the future by supporting today. So being in a museum that's been around 125 years, specifically focused on children, creating a third space for them, is something that's really a true joy and pleasure. It's something I also benefited growing up as a child. My parents took my siblings and I there often and frequently. So I'm really pleased to be at the helm of this storied institution.
Yeah, that is quite full circle for you to be there at the helm at a place where you used to enjoy as a child yourself. There's so much there at the museum that you offer: the multicultural festivals, the interactive exhibits, and everything else that you have there. What stands out to you from your vantage point that you're especially proud of there?
It's a unique space. I love the lobby. And people always say, why the lobby? The lobby, because when people are coming in, you see children's eyes open with just a joy and a love and amazement. If it's their first time or if their 100th time, every time they enter our space, they really see something different. But once they finish our check-in desk, you see them leading their caregivers. You see them leading their family. So it's a really key moment where you see children being essentially in the driver's seat and controlling the path that their family will take. And then on, the 5 o'clock hour when we close, it's also an interesting time. Children don't want to leave our space. There's a lot of tantrums that happen in our lobby. And the team swoops in, we give them stickers, T-shirts, whatever we can to make it okay and say, don't worry, just come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of fantastic programming throughout. We have about a dozen diverse cultural festivals. We have a new exhibit called The Work. So it's really rich, but my favorite place is the lobby because children always enter and start each day with a sense of amazement, even if they've seen it 50,000 times.
Yeah.
So that's why I do love that space.
Let me ask you about those multicultural festivals that you do. You really do pretty much everything there, from the Hindu Festival of Holi, Lunar New Year, Kwanzaa, of course, coming up. Why? Tell me about why those are so important, exposing these young children to these different cultures and these different festivals.
Yeah, the exposure is important for twofold. If you celebrate that culture, Holi, Diwali, Lunar New Year, Tu B'Shvat, you name it, we as a museum have a chance to really amplify that and show that how any one celebration might vary in terms of how people do enjoy and rejoice in that day. So for families, they get to live in a way that might feel a little different for them. And then for the families who may not identify or celebrate with that culture, they get a firsthand knowledge of it. So for caregivers and parents, they're able to learn a certain language and lexicon so that they can have a deeper conversation with their children. If they come home and say, hey, Mom, I just saw Kwanzaa today. What's that about? Or we just finished watching Coco. What's Dia de los Muertos mean? Children look to adults, particularly their family and caregivers, as the Encyclopedia Britannica, Google. They just have to have all the knowledge. And we want to make sure that families are able to have that deeper discussion. And then again, for the families who grew up celebrating it, something that feels special. I mean, a buddy of mine came by with his family, and he grew up Muslim. He's still Muslim. And we had celebrate Eid. And he stopped me on the rooftop, and he's like, look, this is so beautiful. I get to have my two daughters see what this looks like and what this can look like in terms of everybody celebrating Eid in a very different way, but we're all connected together on it.
Yeah.
For me growing up, I would have 3 or 4 people over at my house, and it'd be 6 of us doing it. Now I'm in a space with 600 to 700 people, different children coming together. So those are the special moments why we can uplift and amplify a culture so that families see themselves represented in a really unique light, and then uplift and amplify a culture so that families who may not know anything about it suddenly get this firsthand, tactile, informal learning that to me is some of the stickiest learning to do.
Very well said. In our final moments here, not too much time here left, but as you look ahead to the future, what are some of the challenges ahead? You've made it through 125 years, doing very well, going strong. As you look ahead, what's in the crystal ball there for you?
Growing and deepening our community impact, really reminding the world the importance of investing and supporting and contributing to children's museums because we're the gateway to every single arts and culture institution. Sometimes we do have to fight a little harder for people to understand what our spaces are, but we've seen a handful of folks in the philanthropic community step up for us. And our goal is to grow that because we want to be here for another 125 years, serving even more than the 300,000 visitors each year.
Yeah.
And we do need that support because funding is always out of jeopardy. But we're excited to be here and looking forward to that journey up ahead.
Atiba, great to talk to you as always. Here's to another 125 years. We appreciate you and the museum. Thank you again. We want to remind our viewers, Atiba, you're offering free admission yet again today to the birthday festivities there. Free weekend extravaganza, all kinds of great activities from basically all day long. So brooklynkids.org is the website, Atiba. Thank you again.
Thank you.